Welcome back to another part of our tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to create the model classes for our app. Hope you have Android Studio successfully installed and it's up and running. I have already created a project named Shopping List App which has only one activity, the main activity. Let's get started with our classes. But first, why are the model classes needed? The model classes that we will create will help us add data to the database more easily. You'll see later in this tutorial how we'll add data in each one of our collections. If you remember from the last video, we have three collections. We have products, we have shopping lists, and we have users. But before creating any file, to keep our files organized, let's create a new package named models. Just right-click on the package name, New, Package, and type Models, and then hit OK. In this package, we'll add all the model classes that we will use for our project. Actually, to create a model class, it's a very simple operation. Right-click on the Models package, New Java class, and let's name it User Model, and then hit OK. Next, we need to create the public no-argument constructor needed for Firebase. In Android Studio, just press Alt plus Insert, and the new pop-up will come up. Now, let's choose Constructor. And that's it. Now, it's time to create our fields. If you remember from the last video, a user has three properties: the token ID, the user email, and the username. So let's go ahead and create them. We have private, string, user email, username, and the token ID. Now, let's create the constructor with these three arguments. Again, press Alt plus Insert and choose Constructor. Now, let's select all the fields and hit Enter. But there is one more thing that we need to do. We need to create the public getters for our fields. This is also a very simple operation. Just press again Alt plus Enter, choose Getter, select all fields, and hit Enter. And that's it for our first class. Now let's create the second class. Write new Java, and let's name it Shopping List Model, and hit OK. And as you can see, both files are beneath the model package. Now we need to create the public no argument constructor. Done. Then we need to create the files, which are, as you probably remember, created by date, shopping list ID, and shopping list name. So let's create them. We have private, string, shopping list ID, shopping list name, and created by. And let's create also the date. Let's import this class. We press Alt plus Enter, and we choose the date from the java.util. But don't forget, guys, to add the add server stamp annotation before the date. In this way, Firebase will know that our date field is a server timestamp and will populate this field accordingly. So we don't need to do anything about it. Now let's create the constructor with these three fields. Enter constructor. We select only those three fields. Now let's implement the getters. Select all fields and hit Enter. And now that's it for our second class. Now let's do the same thing and for our last class. create new Java product, name it product model, and hit OK. Now implement the no argument constructor and implement the fields, which in this case is in shopping list, the product ID, and the product name. So we have private string product ID, product name, and the boolean private, also boolean, now let's insert the constructor with 3 arguments and also the getters. And that's it also for our last class. Now let's clean this up. Also here and also here. And that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed and see you in the next video when we'll implement the authentication process.